Yo, it's your man's Big Daddy Roughneck. You're tuned into the Gary Brugman podcast. Prepare to be entertained.
Hey everybody, welcome back to the Gary Brugman podcast, episode 42. Can you believe it? Well, we got a bunch of stuff to talk about today, things happening across the country. We're going to talk about BORTAC, we're going to talk about suicide awareness, and some things that have happened during the week. So let's get ready to bounce off some guardrails and let's get to it. Hey, welcome back, everybody, to episode 42 of the Gary Brugman podcast. I'm so glad that you're here. I don't know if you can tell, but Studio South is starting to pick up.
Woo, look how pretty that studio look right now.
You like that? You like that, brother?
That's not like some background you bought off, so that's like a green screen behind you, is it?
Nah, man, nah. This is all good, man. This is new Studio South, bro.
Dude, that flag is popping.
That is a 48-star flag. I got it from my friend Anna, who lives in Washington right now. And her dad was an army general. I guess he had his own base. She doesn't remember where, but he's had this flag since the 50s. And it's dated on there somewhere, 1954, 56. I don't remember, but it's dated on there. And it's a 48-star cloth flag, man. It's a beautiful flag. Look at it.
It's coming in. For the listeners, make sure you go check out the YouTube because that flag is popping. And what are those coin boxes you got behind you?
Yeah, man. Those are some of my favorite challenge coins. These over here are my Border Patrol coins. I got some Coast Guard in there. And then these are a lot of my law enforcement coins and my federal agencies. And I still have like another 200 coins that I haven't even put up.
200, dude. If he's got one, he's got 1,000.
Yeah, but I haven't received any in a while. So if y'all have some challenge coins, you want to send them to me, hit me up with a DM on Instagram, and I will tell you where to send those babies.
Oh man, and he will do them justice, man. He's got some cases. Those that looks great, man. And you got the wood back. What do you call it? Background.
I got my planks up. It looks great, man. I'm really excited about it. And
Good job.
Looks really good. I like it. And I'm hoping to get a metallic sign. I got one of those metallic signs going. We'll see what the future brings for the podcast, bro. Things are looking good. You know that.
That flag, though, I can't believe how good it looks. But I can't stress that enough. And you'll understand what I'm talking about when you go check out the YouTube version.
That's right. You know why? Check this out, man. Let the people know what this says. Hold on.
Bleed red, white, and blue. Love it. Love it.
Bleed red, white, and blue, baby. Always. Love your country.
And can you check out, I mean, this is total visuals right now. Sorry for the listeners, but can you see the T-shirt of the podcast? Today's podcast T-shirt is brought to you by Old Patrol HQ. You know why? Because there ain't no patrol like the Old Patrol.
Honor first, brother, always. But seriously, man, let me tell you about Old Patrol HQ since you brought it up. Old Patrol HQ is a Facebook and Instagram page. It's about life in the old Border Patrol. And if you've ever wondered what the life of a Border Patrol agent was like back in the day, man, you got to follow Old Patrol HQ on Instagram and Facebook. It's full of funny memes, quotes from famous and not so famous Border Patrol agents. And also, don't forget to go to oldpatrolhq.bigcartel.com and for some of the best BP merchandise around, and have your PayPal account ready because there's some great stuff on there: cups, T-shirts, and hats. And guess what? oldpatrolhq.bigcartel.com is now carrying the official Gary Brugman podcast T-shirt.
Ooh, exclusive.
You can go there and get your T-shirt on oldpatrolhq.bigcartel.com. They're going for $30, but that includes shipping. So it's $30 with shipping included. You know, so follow Old Patrol HQ on Facebook and Instagram for some history, some laughs, and a few shenanigans along the way. Because there ain't no patrol like the Old Patrol.
Ain't no patrol Like the old patrol.
That's right, brother. Honor first, honor always. But seriously,
Thank you, Gil. Thank you, Gil.
yeah, man. I mean, dude, don't you and him owe me a pedicure?
Hey, Gil, where are you? Aren't you supposed to be on this? Yes.
All right, y'all supposed to be
yes.
getting some pedicures and tell me what I'm supposed to be getting, like a review on these pedicures, but nobody's gotten it. I'm getting ready to go for my next one. I'm due.
My next one.
I'm due. Hey, I'm due. I'm going for the milk and honey, man. You got to take care of your feet, bro. You got to take care. You got to take care of your feet, bro.
Listen, just because I use hair care products doesn't mean I'm a metrosexual like you are.
It's got nothing to do with it, man. You're the one that told me you got talons for freaking feet. Why would you be proud of that? Why don't you go hang off a fucking tree and you know?
I got man feet. Oh, my feet ain't butter. Trust me.
Those are freaking ape feet. Okay.
You want to put your butter feet against my talons? My talons will fuck your butter feet up, pal.
I don't get the comparison. Sorry. I'll take my pretty feet any day of the week.
Pretty feet.
Hey, I ain't gonna deny it, bro. I got pretty feet. Can I tell you?
Moving on, please. Thank you. Yes, we owe you that. We owe you that.
Gil owes us a pedicure. Diane, make him go get a pedicure. So, Diana, go.
His wife.
Yep, I'm getting the wife in on Diana. Go make him get a pedicure. No. If y'all listen to this podcast, I don't know what you're listening on, be it Radio Republic, Spotify, Apple, Google Play, iHeartRadio, whatever it is. If y'all can please go to Apple Podcasts and not only subscribe, but leave us a 5-star rating and a short review so we can move up in the ranks, move up that rating ladder. And it really helps a lot. It's pure vanity, but we like vanity. You know, that's what it's about. We want to get
what Gary does, obviously.
We want to get to the top. I've been inspired by Joe Rogan, who just got $100 million deal to move his podcast to Spotify. And I want to move my damn podcast to Spotify exclusively for half that price.
That's why I always answer the Zoom call when you call me.
Exactly, dude. We're moving up in the world, and it's all because of everybody leaving us a review and thanks and everything on Apple. And you can subscribe wherever you like, as long as you listen. That's all that matters to us. And as usual, you're at the mercy of whatever interests us today.
YouTube, dude. YouTube.
Go to YouTube, the Gary Brugman podcast, to watch this episode and all the other episodes. This will be our 7th episode up on YouTube. And I know it's episode 42, but we just started doing this. So please forgive us. We didn't start this earlier, but it's getting better. Look at my background. Look at my background.
Smash the like button, hit subscribe, and click on all notifications on that bell.
That's right. That's right. Now, maximum altitude. For all your custom truck accessories and off-road needs, call my brother Joey Max. Joey Max has a state-of-the-art shop and showroom that will floor you. I mean, it'll completely blow you away. He's got everything. Maximum Altitude's been in business here in San Antonio for 26 years, and he is the pioneer in custom trucks in South Texas. Go to MaximumAltitude.com or call my brother Joey direct at 210-655-0184. And don't worry, your wife called. She said it's okay.
Over there.
That's right. She said it's good. Go spend the money. GMR Gold. As I've said before, I've bought several pieces of silver from GMR Gold. I'm looking forward to buying some more. And I'm already a member of the Bullion Box. So go to bullionbox.com, and they've got different levels of subscriptions to fit your budget. And if you're looking to request some information on how to secure retirement with precious metals in an IRA, call them at 877-795-9585 and talk to Charlie or Tom, and GMR Gold will help you with that. They'll get you on the right track. Thank you for everything, and it's bullionbox.com. And it's also GMR Gold on Instagram and Facebook. Don't forget that.
And if you follow him on Instagram or Facebook, Charlie goes live sometimes with some great deals. So to be active in that, you know, if you into things and precious metals, that's your guy to follow right there.
Exactly, brother. So Hero Soap Company. Hero Soap Company strives to pay homage to the values that our country was founded on by our forefathers. It's a veteran-owned company, and a portion of all the sales are donated back to charities that are focused on helping veterans and first responders. Each bar of soap is made in Phoenix, Arizona, and all the ingredients for the soap, scrubs, and the clothing is sourced from companies inside the USA. Now, go ahead and hit herosoapcompany.com. Check out their scrubs, check out their soaps, and check out their merchandise and gear. And at the end, when you're getting ready to check out, use promo code HONOR1ST. Honor First, HONORFIRST for 10% off every order. It's a promo code they came up just for the listeners of the Gary Brugman podcast. Use it for 10% off every order.
Yo, I'm gonna get to clean my taint tomorrow with Hero Soap. You know that? My delivery comes tomorrow. You think I should go right for the peppermint cool, or should I ease myself in with a little, cedarwood or something?
Dude, that peppermint cool feels real good on your taint. So go wash your taint.
Wash that taint.
Wash your taint. So I actually got a message from Hero Soap Company this week. And they wanted me to toss out there. And I think I'm actually going to go to this. So TJ, if you're thinking about going to this, let me know. It is the fifth annual Man 22 Suicide Awareness Run. All right. It takes place August 22nd at Rick's Place in Fayetteville, North Carolina. There's no sign up or fees. Just come out to raise awareness. And it's 5572 Shenandoah Drive, Fayetteville, North Carolina. Showtime starts at 1200 hours on August 22nd. They're going to have some guests there. They're going to have Councilman Davis, Captain Jay Woody, my brother, Bobby Henline. All right. Bobby Henline, Army veteran, got blown up overseas. And when you see him, you're going to laugh your ass off because he is one funny motherfucker, let me tell you. And also my brother, Bernard Kerik, is going to be there.
No, is Bernie going to be there?
Yeah, Bernie's going to be there, brother.
Oh,
so,
all right.
Again, I'm going to run that by you. It's the 5th annual Man 22 Suicide Awareness Run to stop veteran suicide and all suicides. And man, if you're feeling that urge, give somebody a call. Reach out to somebody. And there's always going to be somebody there. Hell, send me a message.
Me too.
Send me a message. You're not alone in this, man. And I did a podcast just yesterday, and I'll let you know what that is later on in the show. But that's what we were talking about. We were talking about veteran suicide, and I'm not gonna lie. I'm the one that sits here and says for the past 20 years, every day I've thought about eating a fucking bullet. I would much rather have been killed out in the field doing my job than living as a felon the way I do now. All right. I would much rather have been killed in the line of duty than living the way I do now. And I know my life looks all good and dandy. And look, I got a podcast and then, no, I'm my part of my, and I don't want to say PTSD, but part of my depression is that I'm able to do things to serve my country and serve the people, and they won't let me.
Right.
And that fucking kills me when all my brothers are out there, just like my Border TAC guys, just like my Border Patrol guys, and all my fellow friends in green and blue out there putting their lives on the line. I can't do a fucking thing. I got to sit here and watch. And that just fucking kills me. But reach out to somebody. There's always somebody there, man. We love you, and it ain't worth it. I put everything in the hands of God because God's got you. He's had me all this time.
It'd be easy to talk to Gary because, like he said, he's been there for the last 22 years. And when you talk to somebody who is battling those demons, it makes it a little easier. I've been there. I've talked to Gary times. He brought me from one mood to another. God bless him.
Brother,
just reach out.
Even our brother, freaking Death Metal up in freaking the Chicago area. He even told us a couple of times he's been having a bad day and he hears us and his mood gets better.
Thank you, Dave.
So,
did you say that was a run? Wait, hold on a second. Did you say that was a run?
Dude, that's all it says. Suicide Awareness Run. I don't know if it's a run, a bicycle run, a motorcycle run.
I could barely sit down right now. For the viewers, you could see I got my cane on this podcast. I'm not running anywhere, dude.
Yeah, I'm pretty banged up. I ain't running anywhere either. The only place I'm running is to the truck in the rain. So.
Yeah, well, I got a beautiful blackout Ram, and I'd be proud to fly some American flags off the back and join that. So I will check into that, Gary. Thanks for sharing that.
Hell, I'll man a booth. I'll man the podcast booth. Hey, we could bring the podcast there for August 22nd. Ooh, Hero Soap Company, you hear that? We're coming.
We even got our own tent.
We're coming. All right, we're going to plan that, TJ.
Okay, great. Sounds good.
We'll do the podcast live from the freaking Man 22 suicide awareness run.
Let's see if we can put it together.
Let's see what happens. All right. So moving forward, dedication to this podcast. All right. I'm going to make this one pretty broad. All right. There's been some things going on around the country right now, and it's caused some controversy and some other things. But I'm going to dedicate this one to my brothers in green, the Border Patrol Tactical Unit, BORTAC. This is going out to all my BORTAC family out there.
BORTAC, respect. I love you.
My brother Pat Mendoza, who I had on episode 26, W. Pat Mendoza, he was in BORTAC Class 6. My brother Mark Lazarski was in BORTAC Class 8. My brother Hammerhead has also been in BORTAC. And actually one of the guys who's in charge of BORTAC, I don't know if he still is, but he was years ago, Marco Cervantes, was a trainee agent at my station. And I remember when he first came into the patrol, and he was a BORTAC supervisor. He was in charge of it. So all you guys out there, nobody knows what you do. I know what you do. The world is starting to see what you guys do for the country. You guys are like the silent, guardians that we have. When all shit breaks loose, they send you guys out there and you guys get it done. So I love you guys. You guys are my family. You guys are my Border Patrol. God bless you on everything that you do. This episode is dedicated to you guys.
God bless.
So I forgot, it wasn't last episode 41. I think it was episode 40. So I think that's where Drunk Gary might have made an appearance.
Uh-oh, he's got a red Solo cup for the listeners.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. Here we go. Are we going to talk about BORTAC?
Huh?
Are we going to talk about BORTAC?
You just did.
No, dude, like BORTAC, dude. BORTAC is working like I've never seen before in Portland now.
I'm telling you.
It's about damn time.
Yeah, I'm telling you, man, the things that they're doing up there. Did you see that video? Well, yeah, we were talking about it, that video where the agent got knocked down.
Lots of videos. Yo, he got knocked down. He didn't even give a shit. He had the other guy like, yo, whatever they do to me, I'm doing to you.
Yeah, and like I said, that was their fear, and I've called that out from the very beginning. That has been the fear of all these Democratic mayors and governors about having BORTAC come to their city because they can't control them. They're under the control of the president, and we don't fuck around. You know, the Border Patrol doesn't play around, so they're up there doing what they're supposed to do, and that's what these guys do on the line, in the brush, in the desert, on the Rio Grande, on the northern border every fucking day. So they're no stranger to being outnumbered. All right, they're comfortable when they're outnumbered. You know,
I don't care that some of these skinny ass Antifa terrorist nonsense fuckers, I know they're weak. Most of them are very weak. I don't care if there was 7 on one Border Patrol agent. He took it like a champ, and then you know what happened? His partner came around the corner, pulled his sidearm out, dude.
And sent them screaming, and sent them running as they are.
Screaming, you know, the secret police. Ooh, the scary secret police.
Right.
They're Border Patrol agents. It's BORTAC.
And you
understand.
That's really pissing me off because, you know, they're starting to use that rhetoric and all that bullshit, calling them the Gestapos, calling them the secret police. And dude, there's nothing secret about it. They're all wearing patches. All right, that they're running around in unmarked cars. They're not the first law enforcement agents to run around in unmarked cars. All right.
Yep.
So I mean, you know, that they're just doing what they got to do because they're getting their asses kicked, and now all of a sudden, oh my God, these guys are being so mean. Have you realized the shit that they've been doing to the people of this country? Have you realized that you've been disrupting their lifestyle, disrupting their daily, their income, the way of life, all right, their peaceful way of life, all right, just because the only thing that I got to hand it to you guys is y'all all came together and decided to say, fuck it, we're doing this. You know, that's awesome, but you're doing it for the wrong reasons. When I tell you right now, when it's time for we the people to stand up and say, you know what, fuck it, and we'll come together, y'all in for a big fucking surprise. You're going to get hurt.
A big old mud hole.
So and just consider that your warning. You're going to get fucking hurt. So,
dude, the greatest video of the week so far, and we're Wednesday night. This is the Thursday podcast, and the video of the week remains to be the Portland police coming through, dealing with an Antifa asshole. One of them who refused to get out, refused verbal commands. The Portland police went to grab him, beat his ass to the ground. They kept moving, pushing the line. You know who came up behind them? The big, bad, scary police. The mean green Bortak machine.
Right.
Did that little thing, took dead licks out on him. And listen, if you think that is brutality, what do you call what's being done in these cities?
Exactly. Violating the rights of all these people, burning down their homes, burning down their places of business, burning down their cities. Look at what they've done. You know,
erasing history
and defacing everything that, I mean, I just don't understand. It's just they've turned into fucking animals. They've turned into animals, and we need to get the balance back in this country, and it's going to happen because you're not going to win. All right, you're not going to win. Everybody else is just sitting by idly because, you know what, we're law-abiding citizens.
Yeah,
and if we go out there to kick your ass, we're going to get caught up in the mix. And you know, at this point, we don't want that. We want law enforcement to handle it. We want things to happen the way it's supposed to be. But don't push it too far. Don't push it too far. That's all I'm telling you. I mean, dude. I mean, it's crazy, man. It's like what's happening in New York. All right, they split Terrence. What the hell was his name? Terrence. The chief of department. Monahan. Terrence Monahan. They broke his finger. They split another white shirt's head open where he needed stitches.
Yep, 2 high-ranking
NYPD officers. Right, and right now in New York, you can't go to jail if you beg them. You can't go to jail. They pick you up, and because of freaking Mario Cuomo's bullshit and de Blasio's bullshit, they get kicked right out. Mario. I mean, and not for nothing, but I know exactly what that's like, because when I was in the patrol, we used to go to muster, and our bosses used to tell us, hey, if y'all catch a load tonight, you're going to have to just send them back to Mexico as regular illegal aliens because the U.S. attorney is not accepting prosecutions. And it's like, why the fuck are we out here then? Why are we getting into car chases, risking our lives if they're not even going to be prosecuted? Yep. You know? And it used to just piss me the fuck off. You know, because why are we doing that? Well, the U.S. attorney's backed up and he's got a hard caseload. I said, yeah. Well, we're out here too. We have a fucking hard caseload.
If they're backed up in the courts, could you imagine what it's like on the streets, people?
Exactly.
Like, and there's some people who probably are listening to this who've never had to deal with going to criminal court, where the courts are backed up. But you know what? That doesn't stop crime from keeping happening. It's not like you caught all the criminals and they're all waiting to go to arraignment.
Right. I mean, you know, but still, our marshals, our Federal Protective Service, our Border Patrol and BORTAC agents are out there just laying it down. And Chad Wolf. And Chad Wolf, he's not letting up either, man. He's like, we're not going anywhere. If you don't like it, tough shit. And the president's getting ready to deploy him to Chicago, getting ready to deploy him to St. Louis, to a bunch of other cities, man. And that's what we need. And, you know, all these people, they're acting like, who are you? Why are you allowed with? They're the federal government. They're the ones you answer to. You know, don't forget your place in the freaking chip on the pecking order. You know, don't forget where you're at on the totem pole. The federal government rules over everything. The federal government is very vague. It allows the states to do their own thing. And it also allows them to make their own laws. But federal law will always trump state and local law.
He said Trump.
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 Oh, I wish I had a bell. Ding. So, and dude, I mean, and things are just, the attorney generals are letting Black Lives Matter and Antifa go back out onto the streets, doing them what they want. But they're going after the McCloskeys for defending their property, and I'm
That's
glad.
a shame.
And I'm glad the freaking the attorney general of Missouri is backing him up and saying that he's going to get involved and try to get those charges dismissed, because that's,
You got
they did nothing wrong.
They did nothing wrong.
Yep.
They had their guns seized. They had their home searched. I mean, talk about, they did everything I would have probably did in that situation, put me in that. So did you see the gate that they knocked down?
Yeah, I mean, dude,
the Iron Gate,
it's
man.
a private community, yeah. And I don't understand what that freaking twat's going through. But of course, she's on the freaking Bernie, on the George Soros payroll. So
yeah, yep,
yeah, and that's what it is. But
follow the
man,
money.
On our last episode, I have to make some corrections. We're going to go ahead and talk about the last episode. No, not the last episode. Episode 40.
Oh, the editorial part of the show. What do they call that? Redaction.
Yeah. Well, no, not redacted. I'm just going to have to make some corrections.
Okay.
I'm not.
What happened?
Anything. Well,
man, what has happened? Are we okay?
Yeah, no, we're good. But we were talking about the news, and you were saying that I think it was in Nebraska you're not allowed to grease a pig, and I happen to say that I never greased my ex-wife. Well, my last, I've been married twice. And when I said that, I was actually thinking my first wife, but, I was like, neither of them listen to this podcast anyway. But of all episodes, she chose to listen to episode 40, my last ex-wife. And she's like, oh, I'm a pig. I was like, oh, my God. I was like, I wasn't referring to you. I was referring to my first wife. She goes, yeah, well, you need to be specific because nobody knows her and everybody knows me. And I was like, so, honey. I was not talking about my last ex-wife. My last ex-wife is actually pretty awesome. She's letting me see my daughter. We're at a neutral state. We're at peace. We're talking. Everything's good. And I was not talking about her. But she also reminded me that I've also said I never had a pet.
She hit you twice. Wait, what pet?
Well, in the last few months of our marriage, we actually got a dog, and her name was Ruth, and the dog really did love me. But I like the dog, but I never had that like bond because she wanted the dog. I didn't want the dog. She wanted the dog. The girls wanted the dog. We went and got the dog, and guess who walked the dog and picked up the shit? This guy right here. So that was my job, and
an animal.
And I liked the dog. The dog was cool, and I,
What kind of dog?
It was it was like a pit bull, but it was like a black and white terrier. I forgot what it is. Stratford Terrier. So it was a really cool dog, and I did like the dog. But you know what? I didn't have it for very long, and I actually completely forgot about the dog. But she reminded me that the dog loved me very much, and she did. And my little daughter cries for her all the time because we don't have her no more. So, and her name was Ruth. And yeah, we used to call her Ruth. Yeah, Ruthie. We used to call her Ruthie. And she was a really good dog. And I'm gonna say on this podcast that I do miss the dog a little bit.
That's a big step, Mr. Brugman.
Yeah, but I completely forget that she was my pet. So, because to me, she wasn't a pet; she was a job.
So your second ex-wife, Mika, correct? Mika?
Right. Yep.
Hi, Mika. Thanks for listening. It was him. It was his fault.
Yeah, of course it's my fault. She already knows that.
All right, good. Because I know she's a pistol packing mama like Annie Oakley, so I don't want to get her bad side.
I taught her well. So, but dude, anyway, moving on to other things, I'm really starting to think that, we didn't talk about, we touched on it before. Did
you just flip me off?
Nope. I did not. I don't know what you're talking about.
No, your middle finger. Now he's got a really cool coffee cup for the people that are listening to the podcast. It's got the bird on the bottom of it, but your middle finger was out like this when you took a sip. So right back at you, pal. I will not be. Yes, just like that. I will not be flipped off without flipping back. So touche.
Bro, so let's talk about this Judge Esther something who just had her family assassinated.
Yeah, that's pretty deep, huh?
Well, what I think, you know what it is? The fucking deep state is panicking, bro. The deep state's panicking, and they can't get to what the hell is her name? Maxwell, Gwen, what's her name? Stein. Yeah, Epstein's girl, freaking Maxwell something, whatever. I can't say
Ghislaine.
Giselle, whatever.
Ghislaine, whatever.
Yeah. Anyway, Maxwell, they can't get to her because they've probably got her freaking in some supermax prison guarded by who knows fucking who, and they can't get to her. So what do? They decide to go after the freaking judge who was handed the case. They go and
now was she handed that specific case? Because she was handed a few different cases.
Right, but that was one of them.
But they all led back to the deep state, every single one of them.
Right, but the Maxwell case was one of them. And apparently Maxwell's got all this freaking juice on like Fortune 500 CEOs and all kinds of CEOs and all kinds of people in Hollywood, and they're all linked together in one thing, and basically that's kid fucking. That's what they're all linked to. So they can't really get to
commonality.
Yeah, they can't really get to where she's at. And President Trump is like completely after the freaking deep state. President Trump's after them, and he's going to make them pay. So they're trying to send a message. So what do? They send a FedEx person, a person disguised as a FedEx person, to the judge's house. They kill her freaking, I think it was like 20-year-old son. Yeah. And then they shoot the husband.
19.
Yeah, 19, 20 years old. And then they shoot the husband. And then guess what? The
husband survived.
The husband survived, but the assassin commits suicide. The assassin commits suicide, apparently.
That's common.
I think that freaking FedEx assassin guy was more surprised than anyone to find out that he killed himself.
He was working with somebody.
Yeah, but nobody was more surprised than him.
It was sloppy, and they had to drop the patsy.
So it's okay to go around shooting federal judges now?
No, it's not. But apparently we are on the cusp of connecting all the dots. And we say connecting all the dots. There's certain social media sites that you could watch, you could keep an eye on, but you don't know how, so a lot of stuff is pretty nasty and hard to swallow that this could actually be going on,
right?
Which in my opinion it is. But there is one account on Instagram that I follow, and it's called Space Terps, TERPSSS. Yeah, something like that. But he's a public account. He, just like me, he does his due diligence. He dives in deep, and he shares what he finds with everybody. And it's up to that person whether they want to accept what the findings are of what he dug into. So shout out to Space Terps on Instagram. You're doing a hell of a job. I support you. You get a lot of negativity when you try to share truthful information like that. Be careful you don't get shut down. Yo, that's one of my sources that I know somebody that researches something. So it's not a conspiracy anymore, is it, Gary?
I mean, not to me it isn't. I mean, the way that things are going between these bats being delivered to beat the NYPD officers, these bricks being laid all over the country, and just the funding that these scumbags have, and the things that's happening, I mean, a judge's family getting freaking murdered and shot at home. I mean, the fucking balls it takes, I mean, and what's really, really opening my eyes and not that my eyes weren't open, but is the way that all these governors and mayors are just sticking up for the wrongdoers. You know,
Yeah, you know,
they're sticking up for the wrongdoers, and I don't know what the hell they are afraid of. I don't know what they're scared of. I don't know what is making them shake that to protect these people, or if it's a payoff, if it's somebody's got shit on them.
blackmail.
I don't know what it is, but
Blackmail.
Blackmail. Because I can't picture everybody across the country, all these city leaders thinking the same way that it's okay to riot. Well, let's just give them some space. Let's just give them some space. Shut the fuck up with their space. All right. They don't need it. The only space they need is a fucking 10 by 10 fucking cell. That's the only space they need.
How many of these citizens of the United States have, in Portland, Oregon, Seattle, Washington, Baltimore, Maryland, New York City, how many of the citizens who have nothing to do with that, how about their rights being infringed on because of this shit going on?
Exactly. And that's who you're supposed to protect.
One-way street. What the fuck?
That's who you're supposed to be out there protecting, all right, are the people, your constituents, the people that are out there voting for you, that are working, that are the people that are bringing money into your city, your community leaders, your business owners, your educate. Dude, California, the school teacher said that they quit working. They're not going back to work until illegal aliens are given, freaking education rights. So now they're using all this shit to stop working, and they're not going back to work until the DACA people and illegal aliens get right. So now they're holding a carrot over everybody's head. I got one question, brother. I got one question for you. What the fuck does this have to do with George Floyd.
George, sorry, don't want to bring haze to the man that passed away.
I've been drinking. Yeah. Leave me alone.
None. That's a sound bite.
Did they kick George Foreman's ass too?
We got some sound bites.
What the fuck does this got to do with George Floyd?
Nothing. It is veered away. It doesn't. BLM. Right. I can't say the words out, because BLM does not stand for the words written, in my opinion. With the billions, because they've taken in billions, with a billions in donation. Last time I checked, it was $1.6 billion in donations. That's a hell of a lot of money. Dude. That could fix so many problems in neighborhoods. Right. Where does it go? It loops right back around to the Democratic Party. And if you don't believe me, go look it up for yourself, because this is all for you.
Yeah, I mean, I don't get it, man. I don't get it. 2020 has actually been a crazy year, brother. I mean, and things are happening everywhere. I mean, elections are coming. Elections are 100 days away, bro.
Yeah.
100 days away.
Do you know it's 55 days of chaos in Portland, Oregon? Do you know today we're recording this on Wednesday? It is the 55th day of bullshit happening. This they call protesting. It's rioting. 55 days.
And still nobody's gone out there and put them fuckers on the ground.
Until this past week. Until earlier this week.
Yeah, exactly. Well, even New York stepped up. Even New York stepped up and chased all the motherfuckers out of City Hall Park. They instead of freaking occupy City Hall, now the motherfuckers occupying pavement.
That's great. The NYPD finally put on the riot gear and moved like a battalion.
Yep. They did the stomp and drag, brother. They did the stomp and drag. Yep.
Started at 4 a.m. And then when they were cleaning up the park, which was a sanitation nightmare, but they were pulling out cinder blocks, they were pulling out red bricks, they were pulling out boxes of rocks. Like that was their ammo. They weren't sending bullets, but they sure as hell were sending concrete and fucking rocks.
Right.
For the listeners, the bottle is empty. Ladies and gentlemen, this podcast is about to get a whole lot nastier.
Mm.
Hey, is it time to take a break yet, man?
It sure is, man. I was just going to say, hold on. All right, guys. And I've mentioned several times since mid-July, since mid-June, that the Gary Brugman podcast is proud to have been picked up by and is now part of the Heroes Media Group Network. Check out their articles and other podcasts on heroesmediagroup.com, and you can find us there as well. And you can also listen to the podcast on my website, GaryBrugman.com. You can go to YouTube and watch us there, or you can pick us up on any of your platforms that you listen to podcasts on, because we're on most of them. Not all of them, but we're on most of them. And I also need to thank.
Don't forget YouTube.
I said YouTube.
Nice.
I need to thank Active Carry Technologies. It's Active Carry on Facebook and Instagram, and Active Carry Tech, TEC, ActiveCarryTEC.com on the interweb. And Active Carry Technologies was developed for everyone and after several years of designing kits with state and federal agencies, they saw an opportunity to cover a couple of concepts that were being ignored. And the first idea was that everyone is capable of being a first responder. So go to Active Carry Tech and check out their IFACs and all the other tactical kits that they have. For those that know Habla Tactical, IFAC is an individual first aid kit. And if you have a certain need for a certain kind of kit, give them a call, and I'm sure that they will just make it for you for a special kit for whatever you need. So go to Active Carry Tech. They are a big supporter of the Gary Brugman podcast, and they're a great bunch of guys. And just go there and check it out. Check out, they have accessories, they have gear, they have kits. You can shop it all.
Dude, you see the pictures they share on their social media? They show some absolutely outrageous and great looking setups.
Yeah. I mean, they have a kit for like everything. It's like every situation scenario that they put them in, there's a kit specifically for that, man. And that's awesome.
But not just their kit, but they'll show people's setups. Like you tagged me in one was that today or yesterday?
Oh yeah.
Oh my God.
The back seat
yeah. with the locking mechanism for the rifle.
Yep.
Dude, that was sweet, man. That was sweet. Only if every patriot could travel like that. Right. We should be able to.
But yeah, go to Active Carry on Facebook and Instagram, and Active Carry Tech. That's ActiveCarryTEC.com on the interweb, and check them out. Love those guys. And also, we got to give a shout out to Swifty, Eric Swifty. Swifty.
Got to do it with the arm in the air, right?
Swifty. you know he's doing it too right now. Swifty. But yeah, man, Swifty totally hooked up my motorcycle. He put it back together. He painted it. He got it running, man. It runs like a beast, man. It runs like it's brand new, and it's a 2004 Dyna. Yeah, go check out my webpage, GaryBrugman.com. Scroll down to where the sponsors are at, and you're going to see a link for Swifty's motorcycle shop in Crowley, Texas. The man works wonders. So give him a call. You can reach him over there. And thanks,
get him in the studio. Gotta get Swifty in the studio one time.
He said he will be right here for the 100th episode.
Oh, okay. Well, that's
I know. I'll have him here before that, but he said the 100th episode. He's got the plan. He's got some plans. He's got some plans for the Gary Brugman podcast on episode 100.
We have the season finale coming up, right? Episode 50.
Yeah, what's happening is episode 50 is the end of season 1. Then we'll probably take a break for a week, and then we'll be back with season 2 and continue with episode 51.
Wow, a season finale. Nice.
Oh man, I just came up with that. By the way, I just came up with that. We're gonna have a week break. Fuck it.
Yeah, thanks, man. Thanks. I could not expect the call on Sunday and Wednesday.
You've earned it. You've earned it, brother.
I love you, man. I love you. But Swifty, we'll see you. We're gonna hold you to it. Episode 100. It's gonna come up quick, brother.
That's right. And man, I want to thank my brother Ian Scotto. and Chris Tanto Peranto, because I just got a wicked Battle Line podcast T-shirt in the mail. And if you never listened to the Battle Line podcast, man, it's a great podcast. Go check it out. And what?
No, I just noticed that you got an O Patrol hat on.
Yeah, you got an O Patrol T-shirt on.
Oh, I didn't notice your hat. I didn't know. I'm wearing sunglasses, dude. You know.
Yeah,
it's for the light. So
I get it. Gil hooked us up. Oh, our family over at O Patrol HQ hooked us up. But I was speaking. Excuse me. I was saying Battle Line podcast. Ian Scotto, Chris Tanto Peranto sent me a badass T-shirt. It's really cool. And if you ever never listened to their podcast, check it out, man. They got some great guests. I wish I can get the guests that they have. And
you will.
But dude, let me tell you, the best episode they ever had was episode 11 of the Battle Line podcast with Gary Brugman, former Border Patrol agent. All right.
Shameless plug.
Yeah. Episode 11. Make sure you listen to it. Make sure you listen to all the episodes. But Battle Line podcast. And my brother, John Nicholas Castle, sent me a book, John 15:13.
I'm just learning about him,
man. I've gotten through about a third of it, and he signed it for me.
Hey.
Yeah, man. John St. Nick, brother. Thank you so much. Thanks for the messages. Thanks for talking to me. I appreciate it, and I will see you again soon. Thank you a million times. Thank you. And if you haven't got the book, get it. It's on Amazon.
I will.
John 15:13, brother.
I am.
And I've started reading part of it, and it's going to blow you away really, really, really fast. So where were we? Oh, check it out. We got a motto for 2020.
Yeah.
The official motto for 2020 is, but wait, there's more.
Just when I thought
2020, I can't believe we've had freaking murder hornets. We've had COVID, we've had riots, we've had George Floyd. We've had all this, but wait, there's more.
Oh my goodness. We thought April was a long month.
And also to everybody listening right now, my brother JP Cervantes, retired Chief Warrant Officer from Special Forces Operation Detachment Alpha. He has a podcast called the VTSR, the Veterans Transition Support Recon, and it's with he's got a couple of guys on there. It's Nate and John, I believe it is, and John is where is he? John is from Zulu Ops. Hold on, I gotta get him right. Zulu Ops Tactical. I'll post a link, and Nathan, Nate is pretty freaking awesome. Nate Jester, Den Hollander. Yeah, but dude, it was a great podcast. They had me on yesterday. It's supposed to air either tonight or tomorrow. I will let you all know. But check out the VTSR podcast, and we talk about veteran suicide. And I told they give me the opportunity to tell my story and what my mission is in order to get the president's attention to my pardon. But yeah, we talk about a whole bunch of stuff, and it's a really good podcast. And you can pick it up on Apple, you can pick it up on Spotify. It's called the VTSR with JP Cervantes, Nate, and Zulu Ops Tactical.
I like JP Cervantes.
Don't be messing with JP, man. He'll find you.
JP Cervantes. Muy bueno.
Muy bueno. I still haven't figured out why he doesn't have a girlfriend yet. But
that's all I know in Spanish. But JP, man, you crack me up, man. Keep being you. And
remember on JP's Instagram, every Wednesday morning, it's question and answer Wednesday. Preguntas. Oh, I'm sorry. I did it wrong. Preguntas with JP Cervantes. To make sure you don't miss it.
Preguntas. Did I do it right?
No, don't do that again.
That's like Tank trying to talk like he's from New York or something.
I know, right?
Love you too, Tank. Tank just put out a great article, man. I got in the email. The tribe got an email. The Gary Brugman story, man. Great stuff.
Oh, yeah, that's right. That's out on Uncle Sam's Misguided Children. Yes. So they did a big article on me, on my story. And make sure you go to Uncle Sam's Misguided Children. Is it UncleSam'sMisguidedChildren.com? It is, right?
Yeah. Yes.
Go to UncleSam'sMisguidedChildren.com and make sure you check out that article there.
And if you look for Uncle Sam's Misguided Children on social media, you have to spell it all out, one word, and you'll find him. Other than that, he won't just pop up because, you know, the man's trying to put him down.
Yep, they're trying to silence him. They're trying to ghost him, shadow ban him, everything that's going on. And or you can go to Uncle Sam's Nation, which is his public account, and there's a link to it right there. But yeah, Tank's good shit, dude. He's got episode 2 of his podcast coming out real soon. Tank's America coming out real soon. And let's not forget, I'm gonna shout it out one more time if I can find it. I'm gonna do it one more time. The 5th annual Man 22 Suicide Awareness Run, August 22nd at Rick's Place in Fayetteville, North Carolina. There's no sign up, no fees. Just come out and help raise awareness for suicide, for veteran suicide and suicide in general. It's at 5572 Shenandoah Drive, Fayetteville, North Carolina. Showtime starts at 1200 hours. The guests include Councilman Davis, Captain Jay Woody, Bobby Henline, who is a very good friend of mine, and the 40th Police Commissioner of the New York City Police Department. He was a commissioner during 9/11 with Rudy Giuliani. Bernard Kerik will be there as well. So make sure you're there, and we're going to try to bring the podcast to you live from there as well.
Hey, Gary, that's only 2.5 hour drive.
From you?
And you fly in, I'll pick you up in Charlotte on the way.
That sounds like a plan. Hey, that sounds like a plan.
Let's try to put this together, man. Let's try to put this together for real.
Hey, and if anybody out there wants to help us make this happen, I don't want to take anything away from the 5th annual Man 22 Suicide Awareness Run. But if you want to donate to the podcast and help us bring this live from there, so we can bring it out to you, send me or TJ a direct message, and we will tell you where to send some funds so we can make this happen.
Yeah, man. Yeah, definitely. Could you imagine that? The Brugman show on the road.
Right. That's going to be good.
Hey, now. All right, Drunk Gary, what we got? What else you got for us?
Dude, you want to talk about Drunk Gary?
We all love Drunk Gary. We love Drunk Gary. We like regular Gary, too, but Drunk Gary we really like. As he drinks from the cup, giving me the finger over there.
Hey, man. So did you hear about this young little Chinese American boy who came from China? Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. And with everything going on, he's been afraid. So he's 20 years old and he's in college, and he bought an AR-15 and posted a picture. And the college went to his house, and they've banned him from college. He's gotten a bunch of hate mail, but the kid's not giving up, and he's pushing forward. They've banned him from setting foot on the university. And man, this kid needs our help. We need to support this kid somehow, because he survived communism, and he's going through it here in freaking the United States. This is what the freaking United States is coming to. This is the bullshit that this country is leading us to. All right. And you know what? I'm a firm believer that it's not going to happen, and we're just laying low because we are the law-abiding citizens. We don't want the conflict. We want to do everything right. And that's the problem with the fucking Republican Party too, is they play nice. They try to do everything right. Unlike the Democrats, who are all united and try to fuck everybody along the way. They try to fuck the right. They try to fuck the president. They try to fuck we the people.
Lie, cheat, and steal.
Exactly. And that's what they do. So let's look into this kid and go to Uncle Sam's Misguided Children, because Tank posted the video. And we need to do what we can for this young man, all right? Because we are the people that he is a part of. So he's one of us. He's one of us. He's one of us.
I'm a proud NRA member, and I am totally appreciative for the NRA to back this young man.
And that's it, brother. I mean, this kid just I feel bad for him. He's been going to school, been doing everything right, and now
Everything right.
He's turned out to be the bad guy. And believe me, I know how that feels. All right, I know how that feels. I did everything right, and I've turned out to be the bad guy. And I'm still pushing for my pardon. And the president's going to pardon me, and I know he is once he hears my story. He's got to.
Yeah.
I mean, he's got to. I mean, I know I'm not. I know I'm not a Kardashian. I'm not Kanye West. I can't just come up and call the White House. You know.
Get down.
I mean, you know. But if anybody has any links to the Trump administration, I would deeply appreciate your help. I mean, even if it's a friend of a friend of a friend's sister's cousin's roommate, if anybody knows the janitor that takes the garbage out in the Oval Office, please share my story with him. Anything that can get to the president so I can get my life back and become a police officer again and continue serving you, the people. Because that's I never finished serving, man. I never finished.
Yeah, man. Share Gary's story with one person every day. Don't share it with everybody and all the time because people see it. It gets repetitious. They forget about it. Single people out. If you're very compelled by Gary's story, and we know everybody's strapped for cash, Gary, and everybody would love to donate to you, you know, for your cause to get to the White House, to get to see Trump. But even if you don't have that monetary, you could just do one person a day. You don't have to do it generally and consistently for everybody. Single one person. Hey, did you hear this story?
Share the
Start
story.
the conversation. Share the story.
Share the story. I'm in the process of writing a book. I haven't gotten very far, but I've gotten there. And buy this book, John 15:13, by John Nicholas Castle, John St. Nick. Make sure you get it on Amazon. And dude, guess what?
Say what? Oh, yeah. Well, that concludes this episode of the Gary Brugman podcast. Please like and subscribe on social media. Smash that like button on YouTube. Stay frosty and always watch your six.
Thanks for listening, everybody. We love you. We love you, and we can't wait to see you again on episode 43, which will be out Monday. Take care of yourselves. Take care of one another. God bless America, and God bless you all.